This question we're going to be solving for m, which is within the radicals. So first step is we're going to square both sides. So we'll square that to get rid of one of the radicals. We'll try to get rid of the square root of the right side. So as before, I'm going to state each step so my students don't get confused about the steps that I skipped. 3m minus 5. And remember, on the right side, whenever we square a square root, we get rid of that. So it's going to be 4m plus 1. And that's the first step. We want to try to get rid of these square root signs. So now on the left side, we're going to expand those factors. So it's going to give us 4 plus 4 square root of 3m minus 5 plus, and remember, square root times square root gets rid of the square root sign, so it's going to give us 3m minus 5 is equal to 4m plus 1. And let's put these whole numbers together on the right side, which gives us 4 square root of 3m minus 5 plus 3m minus 1 is equal to 4m plus 1. So first step is we need to isolate that radical. So we're going to move the 3m minus 1 to the right side. So we're going to subtract 3m plus 1 minus 3m plus 1, which will give us, these will cancel out. So on the left side we have 4 square root of 3m minus 5 is equal to, well, 4m minus 3m gives us m, and 1 plus 1 gives us 2. So now, since our main purpose is to solve for m, we need to get rid of that square root sign. We're going to square both sides again. So, well, square root of 4 gives us 16, and squaring the square root sign gets rid of the square root sign, so it's going to be 3m minus 5. And again, we'll state all the factors, so m plus 2, m plus 2. And now let's expand all these factors out. So 16 times 3m gives us 48m minus, and 16 times negative 5 gives us negative 80. When we expand out, that's going to give us m squared plus 4m plus 4. Now what we want to do is we want to put all the terms on one side, so we'll move it over to the right side. Oops, that's 48m. So negative 48m plus 80, negative 48m plus 80. And these values will cancel out, so we get 0 is equal to m squared minus 44m plus 84. And now we can factor that polynomial to solve for m. Well, m and m, well, m times m gives you m squared. And the factor, we want to determine a factor of 84 that gives us negative 44. And the obvious one would be, well, negative 42 times negative 2 gives us positive 84, and negative 42 minus 2 gives us negative 44. So we have m minus 42 is equal to 0, so we get plus 42 on both sides, which gives us m is equal to 42. And to solve for the other factor, we have m minus 2 is equal to 0, so we add 2 to both sides, so m is equal to 2. So we have two possible values for m, and we want to verify that this indeed will be the solution when we substitute it into the original question, which was, I'll rewrite it here since I've squared both sides, so it's going to be 2 plus the square root of 3m minus 5 is equal to square root of 4m plus 1. And let's substitute the 42 first, okay? So we'll just substitute that. So it would be 2 plus, well, square root of 3 times 42 minus 5 is equal to 4 times 42 plus 1. So 2 plus, well, what is it? 42 times 3 gives us 126. 126 minus 5. And 42 times 4 gives us 168 plus 1. So 2 plus the square root of, well, 126 minus 5 gives us 121. And 168 plus 1 gives us 169. So 2 plus, well, square root of 121 gives us 11. And square root of 169 is 13. So on the left side, 2 plus 11 gives us 13, which is equal to the right side. So we know that where m is equal to 42 is a solution. So now let's verify where m is equal to 2. So we're going to go 2 plus square root of 3 times 2 minus 5 is equal to square root of 4 times 2 plus 1. And that gives us 2 plus square root of, well, 6 minus 5 gives us 1. And 8 plus 1 gives us 9. And anything square root of 1 is 1, so 2 plus 1 gives us 3. And square root of 9 gives us 3, so that's equal. So we also verified that m is also equal to 2. So we have two solutions for this original equation where m is equal to 42 and where m is equal to 2, and we verified the solutions.